ओम है जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार, ओम है करता विधाता, ओम पालनहार है, ओम पालनहार है, ओम है दुख का विनाशक, ओम सर्वा ओम सबका पूज्य है, हम ओम की पूजा करें। ओम ही के ध्यान से हम शुद्ध अपना मन करें, शुद्ध अपना मन करें। ओम के गुण मंत्र जपने से रहेगा शुद्ध मन, ओम के गुरु मंत्र जपने से रहेगा शुद्ध मन। बुद्धि दिन प्रतिदिन बढ़ेगी, धर्म में होगी लगन, ओम के जप से हमारा ज्ञान बढ़ता जाएगा, अंत में ये ओम हमको मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा, मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा, मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा, मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा। ओम है जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है, ओम है करता विधाता, ओम पालनहार है, ओम पालनहार है, ओम पालनहार है, ओम पालनहार है। शांति शांति शांति।
All of you take out your diary, page number 18. Join your hands. Om Atini Ho Adhismedha Atyachite Matyarate Magne Viswahayagne Durita Sahaswatha Asmadhyam Sahavari Sahaviram Raimda. O God, may we remain far from falsehood and from ignorance. May we never be niggards. We may escape from evil. O God, give us heroic sons and honest wealth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Good morning, everyone. Today's pledge will be read by Ritesh Kuila.
Students' pledge. India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
All Indians are brothers.
I love my country
I love my country.
and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage.
I'm proud of its rich and varied heritage.
I shall always strive to be worthy of it.
I shall always strive to be worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers,
teachers,
and all elders respect
all those respect,
and treat everyone with courtesy.
and treat everyone with courtesy.
To my country and my people,
To my country and my people,
I pledge my devotion.
I pledge my devotion.
In their well-being and prosperity alone
In their well-being and prosperity
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
And the thought will be read by Naisha Jaina.
A very warm morning to everyone. I'm Naisha of class 10F and I'm going to present today's thought for the day. The thought for the day is, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were the seeds. Women have always been considered inferior in our society. They are expected to manage households, raise children, and live in silence. People who know is it were women all along. Hence, they should never doubt themselves that they are valuable, powerful, and deserving of every opportunities and chances to pursue and achieve their dreams. When women's rights are under attack, they need to fight back. I repeat today's thought. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were the seeds. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.
The news will be read by Preetam Kumar Sa.
Good morning, everyone. Today's news headlines are international news. Blinken Lavrov to meet next week if no Ukraine invasion, says US. Japan's deficit reaches 8 years high as energy imports soar. Overflowing Hong Kong hospitals forced to put COVID beds outside. National news. Union Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav announced the notification of the Plastic Waste Management Rules 2022. India UAE to sign Trade Pact on February 18. Virtual summit to be conducted on economic ties. Jaishankar leaves for Germany, France. Focus remains in Russia. State news. Odisha Panchayat polls phase 2. Over 62 lakh voters to exercise franchise tomorrow. President Kovind to not to stay at Raj Bhavan during 2-day visit to Puri. Arrangements to be made at an hotel. Kotia border dispute. Villages in Odisha's Kotia Panchayat turned down medical help from Andhra Pradesh. Sports news. Jamshedpur FC scores a late winner to beat Mumbai FC 3-2 and move to third spot in the points table. Novak Djokovic eager for Dubai comeback after controversy. Second T20I, Clinical India aim to seal series against West Indies. With the report, maximum temperature will remain around 31 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature will remain around 18 degrees Celsius. There is only 1% chance of precipitation and humidity will stay high around 84%. Thank you. That's all for today's news headlines.
Disha Shri Swai will present the speech for the day.
Is it really a woman's fault that people make up a version of her that only the chemicals in their brain could justify? They have made her inhuman, incapable of making mistakes just so they can use her missteps as bullets and watch her fall from the very pedestal they have put her on. It is easy to be the victim, and that's true, but how can our women be empowered enough to stand strong while the Indian conservative society waits on the sidelines, ready to strike out at every single wrong move made? A very good morning to one and all present over here. This is Disha Shri Swai of 10F, and today I feel extremely privileged for having gotten the scope to speak my mind on the need of women empowerment in the 21st century. The ongoing romance with traditional fantasies condones the backlash against westernized elitist feminists. This means it is open season on any woman deemed to be liberated. Propelled by globalization and its sought-after culture, social conservatives fancy the golden age of India, a shallow imagination of a pure and authentic homeland. This is actually a globalization-inspired love affair with ancientness which legitimizes the curtailment of a woman's democratic rights. We have two dimensions here. On one hand, there is a sanctimonious inclination of a Sati Savitri who will toe the line and quietly submit to anything a man will propel at her. On the other hand, there is an interminable demand for sexual gratification as seen in the ascending demand for commodifying women in the entertainment media. If you consider a woman less pure after you have touched her, maybe you should take a look at your own hands. Another form of commodification that has been ineradicable since the ancient ages, Kanyadan, or the traditional dowry system in the Indian vivah or marriage, has led people to the justification that women are property. Since childhood, a woman has been defined by numbers, feet, inches, pounds, and appearance. Once again, women are compelled to wear something less provocative because It all depends upon women, and good girls always stay silent. Why are we teaching young girls to be ashamed of their own bodies? We are all masterpieces in ourselves. When you're teaching a girl to cover up her body, why don't you ask men to have a control over their attitude? If she's too young to be wearing that, then she's too young to be sexualized. But if we remain oblivious in the midst of escapist fantasies, we will only inflict suffering on ourselves. Crimes against females continue to skyrocket. Female feticide remains recurrent even among educated female members of the society. Haphazard incidents of sati still take place, with women either jumping or being thrown into their husband's funeral pyres. Arranged marriages are commonplace. The reason we need feminism today is because a man in a room full of women is ecstatic, but a woman in a room full of men is terrified, and that's not something men have to be proud of. Unless we relentlessly demand governmental accountability and competent maintenance of law and order, neither citizens nor daughters are safe, and women will remain to be termed as poisonous feminazis. So that another sister will not have to dry her tears and wonder where in history she lost her voice. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Dishashri. And be aware, be safe. The message will be brought by Samriddhi Saxena and Vidisha by Disopa.
A dramatic spread of the novel coronavirus called COVID-19 has sparked immense alarm across the globe. As countries like ours grapple to deal with an increase in confirmed cases, it is imperative that fear and panic continue to rise, driven by a sense of uncertainty. And the best way to prevent this panic is with factual information about safety about this virus. So very good morning to everybody. This is Vidisha Baidishova of class 10 section F, and today me and Samriddhi Saxena are going to elaborate about the various preventive measures one can take to avoid the pandemic situation. So firstly, it is imperative to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds with water and soap at regular intervals.
Talking of corona, it's a necessity for all of us to wear masks at public places, including our school premises, all over our noses and mouths. To prevent contacts is also a really important part. Talking of public places, it is a necessity to maintain at least 6 feet of distance from each other to prevent spread of the coronavirus. To avoid this tragic situation, we must get vaccinated as soon as possible. And if any symptoms come to anyone's notice, they should be prescribed with perfect medicines and stay back home to rest and avoid contacts. Finally, facts not fear is the trending motto for the day. So please continue to stay safe and stay calm. Thank you. With this, I sign out. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Samriddhi and Vidisha. Let's know which new book should be referred to by Mrs. Maushmi Das.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Principal Ma'am, supervisors, teachers, and my dear students. Today, I will be sharing my views on the book that I have read, A Train to Pakistan. It's a historical novel by writer Khuswant Singh. I know that some of you must have gone through this book. Khuswant Singh was an Indian author, lawyer, diplomat, journalist, and a politician. His experience in 1947, partition of India, inspired him to write A Train to Pakistan in 1956. He has written that it was a rare event at that time in history of nations, the birth of twins, that is Hindustan and Pakistan. It was a birth accompanied by strife and suffering of the people at that time. So it talks about how the partition instead of describing the politics at that time. This book mostly bring out the individual human elements and provide a social understanding. The simplicity of the plot and characters, in addition to the desolate end, is what makes the novel one of the most heart-rending testimonial of all the time. And that being said, I recommend it to you all who wishes to learn more about Indian politics. So, thank you. Have a great day ahead.
स्कूल सावधान उत्कल जननी वंदे उत्कल जननी वंदे उत्कल जननी चारुभाषमयी जननी 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 वंदे उत्कल जननी पोतपयोधि विधौत शरीरा ताड़तमाळ सुशोभित तीरा शुभ्रतटी निकुल शिखर समीरा जननी 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 वंदे उत्कल जननी सुंदर मंदिर पंडित देश चारु कला बलि शोभित वेश पुण्य तीर्थ जय पूर्ण प्रदेश जननी 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 वंदे उत्कल जननी वंदे उत्कल जननी वंदे उत्कल जननी स्कूल विसर्जन